So one of the things you will learn when you become a pretty well full-time caregiver is you are also a chauffeur. I drove my dad everywhere. He got where he knew he couldn't drive anymore safely, handed me the keys one day and said, "Would you drive me?" And then he never asked for them back. And my husband is the same way. Since that major heart attack, the second one, he's just not comfortable driving long distances. So I drive him all the time. Took him to heart rehab, which is 45 minutes away. Some days he felt like driving. Most days he didn't. And he also understood that I needed breaks. So he had a couple friends who would drive him occasionally and give me that little bit of time at home to get some things done and get some breaks. So you can train an old dog, y'all. But we've been through the 2 heart attacks. We have been through the deep brain stimulator surgery and the pacemaker defibrillator, and he's now been through his second DBS surgery, which went perfectly, exactly as it should have gone, except he had to stay awake for this one. They did not believe his heart would be strong enough to put him under. They didn't think he'd make it. So he was awake for this one. They gave him something to make him a little comfortable. It was a 2-hour surgery. He's tied down to a table. Head is in a halo. You know, he can't move at all. He's got a mask, and they're talking to him. They've got somebody talking to him most of the time. She said he did really, really well. He said that drilling that hole in his skull, it was like sitting in the dentist chair. He said it was actually easier than sitting in the dentist chair. You hear it. He said it took him forever to drill through there. They needed a new bit. I said, honey, you have a very thick skull. And she said, the doctor said, you know, he did real good till he was done. He was tired of laying there. His back was starting to hurt, and he was done. And she said, then we had to really try to keep him comfortable and keep him talking and keep his mind busy until we were done, where we could get him up and move him to another room, to the recovery room. So he did that awake, y'all. You can do things in life. He's a tough old bird. So that surgery went great. They told us we should be there 2 days, expected 2 nights because of all the complications the first time. They don't want to send us home without knowing he's okay. They had a heart monitor on him from the time he got out of that operating room to the time we left. We had a good night. We didn't really have a good night. They put us right outside the nurse's station. So we're hearing all the beeps and all the beeps and all the beeps and machines beeping all over the place and all the phones and everything. We're hearing everything in our room. We are directly across from it. And it's a double door thing. It's not a single door. So there's space in between the doors. So we're hearing everything. And that was just irritating. So we got no rest that night. But he had a good night as far as his heart goes. They came in the next morning. We ordered breakfast. They got him his meds. She started going through everything. She left. She came back in and she said, I'm bringing your papers. Y'all get ready to go. They dismissed us at 10 o'clock the next morning. That's how the first surgery was supposed to go, y'all. This one went perfect. And we drove home. He was tired. He was very tired. Took him a couple weeks to kind of recuperate from that surgery. His body was it had just gone through a lot, and he was very, very tired. Took him a while to recover. And then he went back to heart rehab. He saved 12 sessions from his heart rehab. He had 36. He'd used all but 12. He saved those back till after the surgery so he could go back and make sure he was strong and where he needed to be. And he did. He did really good. They were real proud of him. He did great. He finished those 12 sessions, come home, and we are now living life a little differently. He has no tremor on either hand when we have it turned up. But it affects his brain. He gets to seeing sparklies in his eyes. He gets blacked out. Sometimes he gets dizzy, and I have to turn it way down. And I'm guessing that they're feeding against each other, and it's back feeding or whatever you want to call it, and causing his brain to be confused. So, but he's stable. He walks great. He stands up taller. He walks great. There's no tremor in his voice. There's no tremor in his hand. There's a little bit in his left hand, which was his worst hand, but it's okay. And we program it all from a phone. You're given an iPhone that's attached to it, but they can also download the app and attach it to your phone. So, and that's a good idea, to always have that iPhone with him in case he needs something. He needs somebody to change it. And then I have it with me on my phone, so I don't have to carry that extra phone. So that's nice. It's amazing. I can never get rid of an iPhone though. His hearing aids are on the iPhone. His brain stimulator's on the iPhone. If we get a heart pump, who knows? It might be on an iPhone too. I really don't know. I'm trying to learn more about this LVAD because that is our next option. That's really his only last option. No. It's not an easy decision. There's a lot to learn. And it's scary. The whole thing's scary. Either decision, there's nothing good about either decision, y'all. So, we're at a hard part of life. I'm just trying to enjoy every day with him, trying to get him to enjoy every day. That's my job.